but then it would be 4 or 5 times, and it was the same thing was happening. It was the same kid that was biting Ethan. And so I went into, me and my wife went in, saw the head teacher, and we just said, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, we've been on the end of someone telling us that our child is doing this to another child, so I want to know what's going to be done. And they sorted it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think sometimes it's like anyone, when you're going through any of this process, you just got to fight. There isn't a day where you aren't fighting for something, and that's, they've picked the wrong couple with me and my wife. We like the scrap, like so yeah.
So like obviously being a pro wrestler, you're used to kind of strength and fighting. Is this a completely different sort of strength and fight that you the pair of you kind of draw upon?
A little bit, I think. From my perspective, the cancer's the one thing that kind of made me a bit more of a fighter. Like I've said this in a different wrestling podcast. Actually, I was living off 3 words when I was going through it. I was going off. There was a wrestler called Seth Rollins who had released a T-shirt that had Redesign, Rebuild, and Reclaim on, and I lived by those 3 words when I was going through the treatment. So the redesign part was going to be the cancer and the chemo redesigning me as a person. So facially, like my mustache, my beard was going, my eyebrows were going, my hair was going. So it was going to redesign me on that front. Then it was the rebuild, and then it was like how I would fight back from that, and then I would reclaim my life back. That was what I was living those 3 words on.
Yeah.
And then having Ethan, and then being with my wife, and it's like this is a whole new different meaning, and it's like I would fucking go through hell to make sure that they were safe.
Yeah.